What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Wave 4. So yes, I'm continuing my review of these figures. I really like these things. These were sent to me by Blokees. Thanks for allowing me to take a look at these. And just like the other reviews we've done, we already did an unboxing and a build video. So if you're interested in that, you can take a look. Here we're really going to go into detail on each figure. For the common accessories, we'll just look at one, and then the rest we'll kind of skip. But the ones that have unique accessories, we'll take a look at that. So let's get started. We'll go one by one through these. All right, let's start off with Smokescreen here. And he's got some really nice tampoed detail. Autobot symbol, you got the number here on the doors. Nice tampo detail on the waist, chest, and shins. Here's the back. And he comes with the two shoulder missiles just like the other two. In fact, let's bring those in. Here's Prowl, and here's Blue Streak. And now we got the complete set of three brothers. Probably easy for them because it's a mold mates for all of them. Now, each of them come with a stand like this, so you can attach them to stand if you want to. It does kind of make them a little more limited in posing, but it also gives them a little bit of stability. And they all come with a pair of open expressive hands. So if you want to install these, you can. For articulation, they are pretty much the same. There's a couple of exceptions, but heads on a ball joint goes up and down, rotates around. The shoulder missiles on this one can go up and down, and the doors can go up and down. Shoulders rotate around on the ball joint, out to there on a ball joint. The ball joint itself, or the hinge, can go up and down. A rotation at the elbow, a little past 90 degrees on the elbow bend. The wrists are on a ball joint, so it gets up and down, in and out, and rotates. The gun is the same mold as the other two, so basically the same exact gun, just done in white. You have a waist swivel. Leg kicks up to there, back to there, out to the side. Rotation at the knee. There's a little bit of rotation at the thigh around a ball joint. Foot can go forward and backward, rotate side to side, and can tilt. So that is the basic articulation for all of these. So unless it's different, I won't cover it again. But there it is for Smokescreen. All right, next we'll take a look at the Nemesis Prime. And this guy looks really nice. Lots of teal tampo detail. Decepticon logos there. Nice red. Here's the back. He does come with a new accessory here, which is this sword. Nice looking sword. Sculpted. He also comes with two new guns, which we haven't gotten before. Like that, which is pretty cool. And you can use these for any character because they all have the holes in the side of the forearm. So anybody can use these, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty badass. You can still use the sword with this if you want. Looks a little silly, but I like that. And just for comparison, here he is with the original Optimus, the Shining Optimus, who came with a Matrix, and then the Golden Lagoon Optimus. And the only one I'm missing here is the Shattered Glass, which I gave as a gift to Dr. Diecast. But yeah, pretty cool that they've done all the repaints right here. I mean, they look really good. All right, next we'll take a look at Scrapper and Hook. And these two look really nice. There's lots of nice tampo detail and paint on them. You can see all that detail. This is one of the only ones that has two different legs, meaning he's got the cockpit for the truck there on one leg. Come to the back, he does have his hook, and you can articulate this at the end. That's really nice. You can actually push it forward if you want. Kind of do whatever you like. I just think it's pretty cool that you can sort of manipulate it however you wish. For this guy, he also has his scoop on a armature. So again, you can display it however you like. Have it up, you can have it kind of sitting down on his back. You can have it down, whatever you prefer. I think that's the proper look for him. And let's of course bring in the rest of these guys, and they look awesome together. It's just so cool to see the full set of 6 here together. Now they don't combine, of course. They're not a combining set. I saw a custom where someone did combine the parts together, but these don't combine, in case you're wondering. It's just a matter of robot mode here. All right, next we'll take a look at Ultra Magnus here. And again, nice tampo detail on the waist, on the shoulders there, on the chest. And this is the first one where we had a slightly different construction. Just want to show you. So these are not the internal ball joints that we assemble. They're actually part of this red piece of plastic. And they stick out further, so it gives a little bit more of a wider look, a bulkier feel. So that's kind of how they make him look bigger. Now he's not actually bigger. Let's bring in the white Optimus Prime, or the Ultra Magnus core robot without his armor. And you can see they're almost the same height. He's a little bit taller, like a hair taller. But basically they're the same. So they really kind of had a little bit of ingenuity to get him to look bigger, even though he's the same size, because of that different design for the shoulders. But it really does look good. Everything else is the same. I just wanted to mention that. Articulation is about the same as before. Only thing is this shoulder doesn't go up as high because you got his stacks up here on the top. But yeah, it really does look good. He has a nice blaster there. Nice head sculpt as well. They really did a good job on this guy. All right, next we'll take a look at Snarl in his robot mode, and this one looks really good. Again, nice tampo details on the chest and the waist. They reused parts between the Dino mode and this mode, so let me bring that in so you can see. The tail is actually the same tail, just broken into apart into 2 pieces instead of 1. That's pretty smart. They also reused the chest. It's internal here, so you don't see it. And then parts of the arms are the same, but then there's a lot of new parts. So just want to show you that. But he does come with a new sword, so we haven't gotten this before. New design, new sculpt anyway. It does look really nice. These wings don't articulate back here. They're just kind of fixed. But all the rest of the articulation is the same on this guy. And just for comparison, let's bring in the other 2. You got Grimlock and Slag so far, so we're just waiting on the final 2, which will probably be in Wave 5 is my guess. Well, we'll get another one in Wave 5. We've been getting a robot mode and a Dino mode in each wave. Speaking of the Dino mode, here is his Dino mode. It looks really good. His articulation is different, so I'm going to go over it. Head's on a ball joint, goes up and down. You can't open the mouth, which is so cool. There's a little spot in there, and I think, let's see. No, so what I've been doing with that little spot in the mouth is attaching one of these. You end up with some extras of these, just so you know. You'll have extra joints like this, and then you can attach this to that. So that's how you can utilize the flame effect or the blast effect if you want to. Arms up here on a ball joint, they go, or not a ball joint, I'm sorry, the hinge joint that you've installed. Forward and backward, out to the side. Just don't pull it too hard, you'll pull it out. We do have a ball jointed foot, so side to side, forward and backward, and a rotation. Same for the back one. This is on a ball joint, so it rotates around, goes up and down, in and out. Rotation at the knee, bend at the knee, and then the foot is on a ball joint, so you get a rotation up and down, forward and backward, side to side. So lots of articulation on this little guy here, and very nicely done. The tail doesn't really articulate, it just rotates, but here you go. And just for completion, there it is next to Slag and Grimlock. I will say that Grimlock is probably the weakest of all of the Dinobot figures so far. This Dino version of Grimlock is a little weird, but the rest, I really like them. So there you go. All right, next we'll take a look at Shockwave. And really nice detail. You got the paint on the chest, the Decepticon symbols on his arms. He does come with a mini Shockwave gun. That looks nice. He also comes with an extra accessory. He comes with this saluting hand, which I wasn't expecting, but he did come with it. So if you want, you can get him into the pose, which I think is really cool that they included that. That was definitely unexpected. This is also the first figure where we have something like this. You know, it is actually a rubber hose. It plugs in on the backpack and right into the gun. You can also plug it in the side of the arm if you wanted to. But it is the first that we've gotten something like that in the Blokees line. And it looks really good. It's a very, very well done figure. I do like the fact that he comes with the mini Shockwave gun because it just looks cool. And last but not least, we have Tarn, and I kind of saved him for the end because I just think it's really cool. So number one, it's the first non-G1 character. This is from IDW that Blokees has done, at least in the Galaxy version. Number two, it's really cool. There's lots of paint, deco, detail. And number three, it is a new mold. So they did use the same kind of shoulder joints as they did for Ultra Magnus. Kind of sticks out further, makes him look a little bigger. He is, again, the same size as the rest of the Blokees in terms of height, but he's wider due to those shoulders. They also put treads. That's kind of the first time they've done that. You know, it kind of comes out wider. Really nice Tampo, purple, pink, gray, silver, all that looks really good. He has a new weapon here, so if you take this, it does store back here. And this is his double cannon. And you can put it in the traditional pose with that on the arm. But it has a lot of versatility, so you can take that off. And if you want, you can separate these. Actually, before I do that, you can put it in his hand as a single gun, or you can separate these and put them in his hands as two handheld guns, or you can put them on his arms as sidearm cannons, and then you can stow this piece back here. So lots of options with this guy. I really like the way they did this. So final recommendations on the Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Wave 4. I really like these. I've been liking them all the way through, but they keep adding more, just innovating and making it fun. It's fun to build. It's fun to collect. It's fun to pose and play with. And they're really rewarding you by completing collections. Like, for example, we have all 6 Constructicons now. We have 3 of the Dinobots, so we have got both in both robot mode and Dino mode. That's kind of fun. I love the innovations they did with Tarn and Ultra Magnus, having the broader shoulders, making them look bigger, even though the overall frame and structure of these is the same. It does set them apart because they just look different. And yeah, it just really is fun. They have a new sword, new guns for this guy, new innovation here with the rubber hose for Shockwave. I mean, all that just leads to a very fun set to build, display, and collect. Now, I'm having a pretty complete collection here. We have a lot of Blokees now, and I decided to buy some acrylic risers so I can display them and see them all. So I'm going to be doing an upcoming collection review, so we'll show you how we're displaying these. But we really have a lot in the collection. Like, I think it's over 50 of these now, so stay tuned for that. But that's it for today. Thanks to Blokees for sending this for review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.